honestly, I can already see it helping me in like school nowadays, like doing presentations in front of the class. Like I don't really get nervous for stuff like that, or like conversations with adults. I feel like we all kind of grew up in that COVID, like we kind of lost our speaking skills a little bit. And so I feel like it's nice to have those like kind of fake it till you make it speaking skills.
Yeah, I feel like it's also like improved my confidence. I can not talk to anyone sometimes, but like I've definitely been able to like be more social with people that I normally wouldn't because of speech, and it's really like put myself out there, improved my confidence and my speaking skills.
Today I'm joined by two standout members of the Salem High School speech team, Lacey Stratton and Zippy Elliott. Lacey is a senior, a team captain, and one of the most accomplished competitors in the program. She's been involved in speech for 5 years, going all the way back to 8th grade, and during that time, she's become nationally ranked and earned a state championship in the humorous interpretation duo category. Zippy is a sophomore who has already built an impressive resume of her own. She has been part of the speech team for 3 years and has qualified for regionals every single season. Thank you for coming this morning. We are so glad to have you. How are you both doing?
Good.
You both have done speech for a while now. Tell me a little bit about how you both first got involved in speech.
So originally my 8th grade year, my parents, they kind of forced me to do it. But I ended up actually really loving it. They were originally like, you're just going to love Ingerson and love what it is. I had no idea what I was doing, and they made me go to open gyms, and I fell in love, and I've been doing it ever since.
So when I first did it, one of my friends really wanted to do it, and I was really there for moral support. And I didn't really know that I was going to like make the team when I tried out, but then I did, and now I really enjoy it, and I enjoy hanging out with people that are also on the team.
Some people say speech and some say forensics. Could you both explain the key differences and what is actually right to say?
So a lot of times when you say forensics, people think dead bodies, and we do not do that. So we originally ended up changing it to speech and debate so that people know that it's not dead bodies and they're not thinking forensic sciences.
What really separates a duo event from an individual event in terms of preparation and performance?
I personally love duo events. I've done a duo event 3 years out of the 5 years I've been on the team. I think I get a lot less nervous when I do a duo event because I kind of have that other person to like lean on. But it's also a little bit scary because if they mess up, then you're kind of doomed.
Yeah, I also feel like it's kind of complicated because you have to work on like blocking and like working together, and you have to find times to work on it and like make sure both of you guys are free. So it's kind of hard, but also easier in a way because you do have that person up there performing with you to like act as moral support.
And it's nice to like feed off of their energy.
Yeah, that's true.
Could you both explain blocking and like your favorite part of being part of a duo?
I always describe blocking as like putting movement to words. And my favorite part is when you like kind of like hit a little jig and you're like both in sync.
Yeah, so definitely what Lacey said, it is more like of movement, but like, so there are parts where like Lacey will like go behind me, or like, actually I don't really go behind you that much, but it's really just like moving during the speech, and I kind of like, there's one part where I have to like get down and act like a witch or something. I don't know, I think it's pretty funny because Lacey's in the back like, whoo, whoo. So I don't know, I like that part.
What's your favorite part of being in a duo with each other?
You want to go?
Yeah, just kind of like the experience, just like the team bonding, but it's really just us, it's our team bonding. But I don't know, it's pretty fun because like, I don't know, I've just gotten to know Lacey a lot more this year, and I think it's just like, I don't know, it's a good experience to have.
I wanted to pick an underclassman to kind of get really close with this year, and I picked Zippy.
Yep.
So.
When you compare your first tournament to where you are now, what's changed the most in you both?
Everything. My first tournament was my 8th grade year, and I was absolutely terrified, and I messed up like 4 times, and I think I got like 5th place. It was horrible, and I was not prepared. But now I'm a lot less nervous because I've been doing it for so long. And yeah, I think I'm a lot more prepared now than I was then.
Yeah, my first tournament, I completely forgot a whole section of my speech and had to like look at my script, which I didn't know we were able to do the first tournament, but we were. But it was not good, because usually you're not supposed to. But like by now, I've really improved, and I'm like definitely more prepared and more confident when going up there.
What do you both do to get ready for a competition?
I would always say you always practice the first 3 lines of your piece, and then because like that's what you're most nervous about, and then once you get up there, you get the first lines and it's like autopilot. You just know what you're doing.
Yeah, definitely that, because before you go up there, you're just kind of like, okay, I gotta go up there and do this. But once you like review the first few lines, or sometimes even the parts you like feel like you're gonna mess up on, usually once you do that, you're pretty confident when you go up there.
What makes Coach Ingerson deserving of making it into the VHSL Hall of Fame?
I think he works really hard, and he does not have it easy, but he still shows up and gives us the time of day and works with us individually and just gives us his time, which is like really an important thing, and I think he is very deserving.
Yes, and he treats our speech team like it's a actual like sports team, and we need to like actually get things done. We only have practice like twice a week, but like when we do have practice, he makes sure that we're always working on our speech, improving our speech. He's just very like into speech, and I'm very glad because that's, I feel like, improved the whole team as a whole.
What are your favorite moments with either Coach Ingerson or the team?
My sophomore year before states, I was so scared, and I came into school and he was just shredding the electric guitar in his classroom, and like nobody was around, just him, like in like at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, I think one of mine is, it was this year, we were doing a fundraiser, and what did we hit, like 1,000? And he just started dancing, because like music would play every time we hit a certain number, and he just started dancing. It was pretty funny because he was really excited about it. So I don't know, that was one of my favorite memories.
I see you all have 19-time state championships. What do you think makes the speech team so great?
I think it's like training the underclassmen to be upperclassmen and then train the underclassmen, if that makes sense. So like he trains us to train each other, and I think that's what makes it really successful, because it's a lot more nice when it's coming from someone that's like your age than like an adult, I feel like.
Yeah, I also feel he's very like, not strict, but like when we're doing our speeches, he was like, okay, here's what you need to do, here's what you need to improve, and it really helps us because he gives us like feedback in a way that we can understand. So he's just a very like on topic person, just like, here's what you need to do.
How do you both think the skills you built through speech are preparing you for life beyond high school?
I feel, honestly, I can already see it helping me in like school nowadays, like doing presentations in front of the class. Like I don't really get nervous for stuff like that, or like conversations with adults. I feel like we all kind of grew up in that COVID, like we kind of lost our speaking skills a little bit, and so I feel like it's nice to have those like kind of fake it till you make it speaking skills.
Yeah, I feel like it's also like improved my confidence. I can not talk to anyone sometimes, but you know, like I've definitely been able to like be more social with people that I normally wouldn't because of speech, and it's really like put myself out there, improves my confidence and my speaking skills.
Thank you again to Lacey Stratton and Zippy Elliott for joining us and sharing their experience with the speech team. It was great hearing about your journeys, the work that goes into competing, and what you've learned along the way. And thank you to everyone for listening. Be sure to follow the podcast for more interviews and coverage of our school's activities and athletics.